Chihiro glares at his father and says, "Do you want to die?" Taichi runs away. Taichi's a former agent of chaos, but he knows. Don't want to mess with the ultimate. Good day, good people. It's another fine Thursday in the year of the ascent, rising all the way to the top with Tumblr, Dave, Anomaly, the Anomalacars, and your United States Aviator. Welcome back to another brand steel edition of the Danganronpa Hunger Games. We're back in tag team action with just a couple episodes left in tag team action. We do have to wonder just who will make it to the Hunger Games tag team finale. Today it is a fantastic day. I don't know if you know what the approximation of pi is, but it is 22/7. And it is July 22nd. People call this Casual Pi Day. And so today we've gathered the smartest teams, the most brainiacs, or people who I just expect to know several digits of pi, or know that the approximation of pi is 22/7. Ladies and gentlemen, here are the teams. Shrouded in mystery, Spat Togami, with K, Fusion Ha Taka, and Hajime. The Proud Fathers, Taichi probably knows him some pi along with Dojima. The Brainiacs, obviously Nagisa and Quark. Healthcare, Mikon, and Luna. At your service, we have Kurumi and Pennyworth. Eye for an eye, we have Fuihiko and Munakata. Mind Trip, we have Maya and Pewter. Izuru and Mitarai hanging out for the power of God and anime. Homeroom, Kizakura and Usami. The Amnesiacs have Ryoko and they have Date. Headmasters, Jin and Tengen. The Hornbears, your champions, Sato and Rantaro. The Selfless Saviors, Juzo and Mishima. Spoiled. Oh, there's no hashtag there. Togami and Natsumi. Brute Force, Tenko, and Mana are here to stay. And speaking of, it's Junko. AI and non-AI Junko. I'm sorry, non-AI Chiaki, not non-AI Junko. Speaking of non-AI Junko, there she is! Corrupted Code, Junko. And so, Shorty Sleepover, Himiko, and Kana. Peaceful Protest, Kyoko, and Chiaki. The managers, Cannon, and Boss. The Devious Disguises, Samugi, and Ranger. The Robotics Club, Monica, Kiba. Cutting Words, Toko, and Peko. To Be Me, Chihiro, and Naoto. The Pro Tag Team, Makoto and Shuichi. Hard Knock Life, Maki and Mizuki. Home Run, Leon and Mahiru. Aiko's Kitchen, Kai and Ruruka. Ara, Ryu and Lisa. And lastly, Liar Liar, Kokichi and Venti. And those are the teams who are here today, who have decided to join this casual Pi Day, just a chill Pi Day. And let me tell you, actual Pi Day is a celebration of the Ultimate episode that has like 124,000 views or something, where Chihiro became the Ultimate. So, could Chihiro do it today? I don't know. But I have to ask you your picks. It's Casual Pi Day. Which of these teams do you think is the brainiest? Which of these teams do you think is the smartest? Answer me that in the comments. I'll answer that too. But also tell me first, second, and third, because those comments are important. They're like a record of all your picks. And they're fantastic picks like this one. And that one. And hey, even that one. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to make my picks. And they will be... I'm going to take... Shorty Sleepover. And I'm taking Kana. I think she's learning. I think she's learning a whole bunch about everything, and I think she's taking this one. Give me Hard Knock Life for second, Mizuki, and then give me Healthcare. And I'm just gonna pick no Danganronpa characters. Give me Luna. Those are my picks. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you have made picks as well, because it's also a little weird to me that we don't have Agent of Chaos spins right now, which is, it's just like, the past couple of times for tag teams, they've gone to pretty much the last episode, or, yeah, there's been spins the last episode of pretty much every tag team episode in seasonal play before the finales. However, we're not talking about that. We don't have to do any spinning. We'll have to do some spinning on Sunday, because OC Action returns for Christmas in July, so get hyped for that. But for right now, I just think it's time that we should, Are you surprised at this point? I think you would be more surprised. One day I'm gonna hit you guys with this is just like the pause The pause from way back, from back in the if you don't know what the pause is, you haven't watched the early days. Back in the early days, I hit you with the pauses, but now we got dice gags. So what'll it be today? I haven't the slightest. I never really know. Sometimes I don't know until a couple seconds before. Sometimes I don't know until. Sometimes I have it planned for like a week. I'm like, that could be a dice gag. It's just sometimes during the week I'm like, oh, that'll do. All right, what do I have? Oh, dude, it's one of those fancy lights in a cage, dude. These are awesome. Hold on, let me hit the light switch real quick. It's at the bottom here. Oh, see, look at that. It's so fancy. It's kind of got like fairy lights inside of it, which is pretty dope. Hold on, let me turn it off real quick. Don't want to waste the batteries. And off. Dope. Alright, so I'm gonna put. I don't even know how to get. How do I even. I can't even get you. I can't. How do I even go about getting you out? I don't. Bruh. Like, I can't, I can't get this. It's literally. Okay, well, you're not getting rolled today, my man. I'm sorry. Asner, I literally can't get you out of there. Hold on. Use the Vexy block. The almighty dice block. We'll go with the Vexy block. The almighty Vexy block. Haven't rolled this. Well, I think I've rolled it once since the day I've gotten it. Not here, but I've rolled it once in the past. Freaking Asmir, jeez Louise. Okay, let's see how many people are going on to the Retribution match and see how many times we're resimulating with the Vexy block. Alright. One good one. And it's. That's a 2. We're getting 2 good rolls. 2 resimulated. Put that 2 right back up there. Thank you very much. I hope you guys are now ready. Because the Vexy block has been rolled, we will have 2 people going on to the Retribution match. Who will those 2 be? I am really peeved, and I don't know how I'm gonna get that die out of there. I kid you not. I kid you not. But I do not kid you when I say resimulating, not just one time, but 2 times. I don't know how I'm gonna get it out. Oh no. Let's go ahead. Let's proceed. Real talk. I don't know if Asmir got in, Asmir can get out. I don't know how though. Let's proceed. There's going to be tremendous action, and it all starts right now. As the tributes sound on their podiums, the horns they doth sound so. Ladies and gentlemen, off in the distance, can you hear them? It is the horn bearers, and I believe they are about to sound the horns. I do believe you do love to hear those horns. Okay, well now let's get on with it. So, Juzo, Chihiro, Kai, and Kei have a party to boost morale during it. Chihiro turns off the lights and immediately takes out So. Date finds a tube inside the cornucopia. He plays it gloriously until an enraged Sato rushes in and kills him. Rest in peace, the amnesiacs. We gotta do better than that. Mishima spots his most prized possession hidden amongst the supplies. He goes to grab it, a cigar, but Shuichi reaches it first. Knock, knock, knock. Ryoko decapitates Mono with a sword. Mono, you have not had a great first season. Hopefully you got at least one more game left. Nagisa, Tengen, and Venti arrive to the games as a group, but are penalized 50 luck as a result. Sato finds a huge rocket launcher. Peko has been dilling and dallying on an essay that is due at the end of the episode. Now, they have to work on it while also trying not to get killed. Chiaki runs away. So does Fat Togami. Munakata is beaten to death with a chair by Pewter. With a chair! Mahiro runs away from the cornucopia. Kurumi can't remember who they are. Taichi tries to help her remember. Taka stabs Lisa in the back with a trident. Kokichi spears Mikan in the abdomen. Oh. Kibo runs away from the cornucopia. Toko accidentally steps on a landmine. Mew scares Cannon away from the cornucopia. Back by popular demand. Natsumi. You do love to hear her. Junko AI trips over their feet and breaks their neck on the way down. I'm surprised you didn't actually, like, land on a bunch of the other tributes, Junko AI. That's big Junko right there, boss. Runs away from the cornucopia. Izuru comes to the arena to capture a dangerous killer that escaped from an insane asylum. Are you looking for Junko? Maya finds a cook titled How to Cook Kana, a beginner's guide. Kana's both amazed and horrified of it. Don't cook the green children. She might look like a green bean. Don't do that. Don't cook the green bean. Leon ignores the opening ceremony and plays video games with Hajime instead. Mizuki decides to head back to the cornucopia to look for supplies that could have been left behind during the bloodbath, but when she finds the middle of the arena, the cornucopia isn't there. Yep, that's me. Junko. You may be wondering why I just stepped on a landmine. Well, it all started back on the year of the aviator. Back when you joined the squad, oh yes, that's when you got the eternal jinx, but you won the championship. Both of you won the championships when you, yeah. Both of my original squad members, both former champion of champions. Cork runs away from the cornucopia, as does Fuyiko and Ruruka. Nane Aichiaki refuses to believe that any of this is real. Oh, it's real. Mitarai and Ranger fight for a bag. Mitarai gives up and retreats. Himiko runs away from the cornucopia, as does Luna. Monica takes a running start, and Superman punches Samuki, sending her flying across the arena. Dojima and Kyoko immediately become friends, both detectives. Pennyworth runs away from the cornucopia. Makoto already killed Usami at the start but gets penalized because the horns hadn't even sounded when you killed Usami. You should have known. You should have known better. As punishment, Makoto is automatically eliminated for violating the arena rules. You gotta follow them. Maybe I should have like a list of arena rules. Maki runs away from the cornucopia. Jin's been dilling and dallying on that essay. Has to work on it while also trying not to get murderized. Kizukura cries and despairs, accomplishing nothing. Naoto is trying to explain to Monokuma that there's been a mistake and she's not supposed to be here. Togami scares Rentaro away from the cornucopia. And Tenko runs away from the cornucopia. We will proceed to day 1. Oh, well, hello. K challenges Maki and Quark to an anything goes pancake eating competition, and she goes way back, so far back that she eats the most pancakes, and let me tell you, she is actually already a part of the World Pancake Championship Invitational. She's the first person to ever qualify twice for the World Pancake Championship Invitational. Kai receives a first aid kit from the comments section. Juzo constructs a shack. Monica wants Avi to give Waffles a chance. No! Chiaki wants a nickname similar to Sharpshooting, Steel-Minded, Big Sister Sarah. Azuru tells Kurumi that he is a cardboard clone of Azuru, created by Avi. I didn't do that, I promise. It might have been me. Mishima throws sand in the eyes of Natsumi and runs off. Mizuki uses a spell to suck the intelligence out of Venti, but the spell fails because there's nothing to suck out. Venti, he's got some wisdom. A little bit. Luna sleeps the entire day away from everyone else. Taka's trying to overthrow Avi. He fails miserably but survives thanks to Mew. She is undisputed. Tengen puts on a pair of stutter shades, increasing his aesthetic level tenfold, making Kibo and Mitarai both envious. Kokichi immediately wakes up and has pancakes for breakfast. Now this man's... he is not already in the World Pancake Championship Invitational. He will join Kokichi. That is an interesting person. Because I think he is the only person in who's won all of the titles. No, Yuta's in. I completely forgot about Yuta. Boss takes Nane Aichiaki to Suplex City. Kyoko wants to be a stepping stone for everyone else. Shuichi is best theorizing how to best counter my jinxin'. Well, let me tell you, Dojima, Pennyworth, and Nagisa perform an absolutely glorious air combo on Ranger. Oh, it's true. It is absolutely glorious. However, Togami loves Christmas. Didn't think he'd be the one, but you know what? Christmas in July, this Sunday, I'll allow it. Ruruka wants a nickname similar to Sharpshooting, Steel-Minded, Big Sister Sarah. Maya attempts to climb a tree but falls to her death. Peko receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. Fuyiko holds Sato's head underwater, but Sato grabs his arm, pulls him into the lake with her. Both tributes are unable to kill one another, so they simply swim away. Mahiru kills Samugi with a hatchet. She did not have a good game. She got Superman punched across the arena, and as she landed, Mahiru was like, "Die, villain." Tenko washes her hands in the river. Ryoko and Hajime have a picnic on a cliff. Nothing goes wrong, surprisingly. Canon's unknown sponsors, Asnir of the 39th. You can't sponsor. He's literally stuck in a cage. He's stuck in a cage. He can't sponsor you. Leon receives Milk Splash from a mysterious man dressed as a wizard. Kana finds Shuichi's hat and puts it on. Fat Togami reminisces about Season 2. Himiko and Jin play tricks on Peter while Kizukura steals from his room. Rantaro uses a secret technique, running away. Naoto reminisces about Season 4 and Chiro glares at his father and says, "Do you want to die?" Taichi runs away. Taichi's a former agent of chaos, but he knows. Don't want to mess with the ultimate. We'll proceed. We lost 13. Unlucky 13 tributes. Today, they are gone. And they have earned a Claire de Lune 4. So, Date, Mana, Munakata, Lisa, Mikan, Toko, Junko AI, Junko, Makoto, Usami, Maya, Samugi. Both Junkos back to back. That's unfortunate. We'll see everybody's statuses though. I have no idea how many people are in this game, but we will go ahead and double check to see this. 49 people left. We have almost 50 people. More than twice the standard size of a Hunger Games. I tell you what, I'll do a slow scroll for you, but we're about to proceed right here, right now. Are you ready to see who's next? Who will perish next as we proceed? It's night 1. Chiro commits tax evasion. Rip up the documents, my boy. Azuru buys a deed to a house he can have parties every week. Kei kisses his homies Himiko, Natsumi, and Monika goodnight. Has Kei done that before? Does the K stand for kisses? Kokichi defeats Taichi in a fight that spares his life. Fat Togami loves Leon as much as Maki loves Kokichi. Yikes. Kizukura, Kyoko, and Fuigo get into a scrum debate with Hajime, Shuichi, and Ranger about who the strongest character in all of Danganronpa is. Dojima starts a fire. Ryu sets a few more traps before returning to camp for the night. Luna says a swear word. I can't believe it. Kurumi has to cover Maki's ears. Okay. Kanon befriends a Komodo dragon wearing a— no, we can't have this. Kanon, come on. Juzo and Mizuki have a pose-off. Mizuki wins. I believe it. Mahiru. Her unknown sponsor is Naoto. Ruka kills Tengen with a sickle. Tenko strangles Pewter after engaging in a fistfight. Chiaki gets bonked on the head. Taka fell out of the world. Pennyworth's obnoxious snoring renders Kai, Nagisa, and Kana unable to sleep. Sato kills Rantaro. Quark sees this and says, Sato, what the crackers? What the crackers? Togami loves Ryoko as much as Maki loves Kaito. Hello, developing love interest. Boss gets killed and replaced by a realistic doll made in her image. I'll allow it. Nanai Chiaki asks Mitsurai, what are you? Mitsurai responds, death, and then kills Nanai Chiaki. Kibo starts a factory that mass produces mistletoe. Is that a threat? Kibo, we would be throwing hands right now, but Christmas in July is Sunday, so I'll allow it. Pekko and Jin exercise underneath the stars. Venti and Mishima settle their dispute over an intense game of rock, paper, scissors. I wonder who won. Maybe we'll find out in day 2. Monika buys AV merchandise from AV's Wares and despairs. If I ever have merch, the website will be called AV's Wares and Despairs. Kizukura defeats Jin in a fight but spares his life. Kana drinks cactus juice and starts to hallucinate in an effort to survive. Chiaki tries to strangle Kai with toilet paper. Kai tears through it and then breaks Chiaki's neck in retaliation. Ruka joins the Mistletoe Warriors, a group that's waging war against mistletoe during any time, any other month besides December. But it's actually fine this weekend, just this weekend, because this weekend is Christmas in July. Dojima drives up to Maki Donald's, wants ice cream, but the ice cream machine is broken. Hajime stabs Sato with a sword, revives her with a wish ring, and repeats the process until he's satisfied. I believe that's the end of Sato, as Juzo comes before Kibo in this event. Bothers me. Venti kills Pekko with her own weapon. Himiko can't handle the circumstances and commits suicide. Taichi wants Avi to give Waffles a chance, and no. Mizuki's trap kills Kurumi. Tenko places a bomb next to the river to explode fish. The blast catches Boss and Kokichi in it as well. You hate to see that, Boss and Kokichi. 2 people from teams that I kind of want to win. Kyoko, however, ask for AV soundboard. You know what, Kyoko? You know what? Go for it. You go play a bop. I don't know what bop you're about to play. What bop? What is the boppiest bop that you have? I just play Rebel Heart. And I grant it. She throws an epic dance party with Mew, Fat Togami, Mahiru, and Kei for kisses. Shuichi wants to be a stepping stone for everyone else. Kanon sits down next to Shuichi and has a talk with him. Naoto and Pennyworth threaten a double suicide. It fails and they both perish. Luna says something wrong and Maki calls her a foolish fool. Quark plants flowers around Nagito's grave. Nagito screams from behind, "Hello, I'm still alive!" Quark simply says, "For now, that's your own tag team partner." Mishima, at least you're paying respects. Mishima reminisces about season 4. Mitrai becomes spherical. Spherical! Leon and Togami talk about the tribute still alive. Ranger spends the whole day walking around in shoes made of Legos. He's truly transcended beyond humanity. Ryoko makes a slingshot. Izuru receives a gift from a secret admirer. It's a sword. Chihiro is now also spherical. As Fuyuhiko kills Natsumi as she tries to run some big brother, let me tell you. However, it's time to stop rocking out. It's time to start. It's no rebel heart for these people whose heart stopped today. It is a clear Delune 4. Tengen, Pewter, Taka, Rantaro, Nane Chiaki, Sato, Peko, Himiko, Karumi, Boss, Kokichi, Naoto, Pennyworth, Natsumi. And it's interesting because both Junko's died back-to-back and both Chiaki's died back-to-back. We'll see everybody's statuses. I forgot how many we had. Now we have 34 though. 34, we had 49 before. 34 remain. 10 more until it's a standard-sized game. Are we gonna get there next time? At this rate, we probably will, but who knows with the simulator? Sometimes it goes like this, this, and this, and sometimes it just takes it easy. What will it do today? I don't know. We're gonna proceed. Look at everyone who's left. Only a few teams are completely out. Everyone else, for the most part, has one person, and I think three teams? I think 3 teams are completely out. Here to Stay, Corrupted Code, now the Horn Bearers, and Mind Trip. And At Your Service, 5 teams completely out. I'm super mistaken. We'll proceed though. Because it's time for night 2. Mitrai sings a romantic song to Shuichi. When the moon hits your eye like a big pizza pie, that's amore. When the two lean in for a tender kiss, Mitrai notices Luna's filming them, which makes Mitrai shout at Luna. Venti relaxes by his fireplace. Kay tucks Quark in and gives him a good night. It's look! It's Kay for kisses! It's Kay for kisses! And it's just a bunch of wholesome kisses. Fuyuhiko dies of dysentery. That's not a kiss. Ruka, and Jane get into a scrum debate with Leon, Ranger, and Mahi where they argue about who's the best girl in Danganronpa. Taichi's reflection in the mirror distorts Chichoma's true self. Is he pleased with what he sees? Kyoko pays Kana 500 mana coins to kill her, medieval style, via the rats. Chihiro and Kibo sleep in shifts. Kai confesses his love for Mew. Mew actually lovingly embraces him, accepting the confession. Tinko charges her ultimate move. Her Neo Aikido is about to be supercharged. Hajime passes out from exhaustion. Togami eats a sandwich to fully restore his health. Nagisa uses the Spirit of the Great Pumpkin to change the arena's date back to October. We thought it was Christmas in July, but the spooky month has descended upon us. Kanon tries to use some fireworks to distract Kizakura and Dojima, but accidentally blows everyone up in the process. I think that's all 3 of them gone. Mizuki throws what they think is a Molotov at Monica. Turns out the Molotov's just a rag, it's not even on fire. Fat Togami prays to Utua that he makes it out of here alive with minimal bloodshed, of course. Magi puts on a suave top hat. How fancy! Juzo puts his trust in Izuru, allows himself to fall backwards. Izuru does nothing and watches him fall down. How rude, and Mishima never wants to hear Megalovania ever again. It's day 3. And Ranger, I love saying Ranger like Ranger. As an Avies Wears and Despairs employee prepares for the inevitable shopping raid, Luna spends her whole day walking around in shoes made of Lego. She is truly transcended beyond humanity. Funny. Monica receives a bottle of poison from an unknown sponsor. Juzo shoots Ryoko with a shrink ray and steps on her. My goodness. Shuichi loves him some Christmas. It's October. Shuichi, it's October. Izuru receives an explosion from an unknown sponsor. Mitrai kills Hajime with his own weapon. Venti begs for Jin to kill him. He refuses, keeping Venti alive. Kibo decides to lend Avi a hand and kills a Komodo dragon that's loose in the arena. Everybody clap it up for Kibo, but then stop clapping for Togami because he's breaking the rules wishing for immortality. That is, get out of here, Togami. You're disqualified. I can't kill you though because you wish for immortality. Kei finds Shuichi's hat and puts it on. Mew wants to be a stepping stone for everyone else. Quark beats Chihiro with a steel chair, but I think Chihiro toughed it out. Ruka starts to go insane. Leon Nagisa, Mishima, and Mahiru swim in a mystical lake hidden deep beneath the arena whose mystical waters turn them all into chibi forms of themselves. They proceed to kill Taichi with cuteness. It's the most dangerous weapon. Togami freaks out completely upon seeing a painting of dogs playing poker. Maki wants to be a stepping stone for everyone else. Mizuki plants flowers around her campsite. Kai also shoots Tenko with a shrink ray and steps on her. That event has been in there for a long time and now it's just popping up. Kana wakes up dead. You do hate to see that. We will proceed. We lost another 11. We are within a standard size game. I believe we only have 23 remaining. So after this, Claire de Lune 4. Fuihiko, Kyoko, Kana, Kizakura, Dojima, Ryoko, Hajime, Togami, Taichi, Tenko, Kana. We're at 23 remaining, I believe. And we've had, I won't lie, a pretty fun episode. Double check alive, 23 in fact. Smaller than a standard size game, and they include entirety of Shrouded in Mystery and the entirety of the Brainiacs. Both former tag team champions want to get back in. Actually, they're already in Shrouded in Mystery. They want to get you guys a fan vote. Healthcare has Luna trying to get herself a fantastic game. The Power of God in anime, no wins under their belt, but today, it could happen. It could happen. Izuru and Mithrai both in. Headmasters still have Jin. The Selfless Saviors have had a quiet season, but they're both in today. Devious Disguises has Ranger. Robotics Club completely in as well, shockingly enough. 2B still has Chihiro. Pro Tag Team has Shuichi. Hard Knock Life has Maki and Mizuki. Home Run has Leon and Mahiru. Aiko's Kitchen still has Kai. Ara Ara has Mew. I'm sorry, Aiko's Kitchen completely in. A lot of teams are completely in. A statistically high amount of full teams are still in. Mew's still around for Ara and Venti's still around for Liar Liar. We'll proceed. This is very interesting, and we have to note, only a 2 was rolled. Just 2. Just 2. Let's go ahead, let's proceed, and we'll see what unfolds as Night 3 begins. And we're only in Night 3 as Kai hates Jin so strongly he created a whole squad against Jin. You know what? Poor parenting, I agree, get Jin out of here. Ranger develops an irrational fear of Mishima after having a nightmare about him. Mizuki has a fever dream while sleeping. She wakes up next to Kyoko standing over her. Leon uses some fireworks that he found to distract Maki and Izuru. Izuru is only pretending to be distracted, so when Leon walks up to kill them, he kills him, saving himself and Maki from death. Leon has perished. Kibo uses the Spirit of the Great Pumpkin to change the arena date to October. It is already there, and Mahiru, Chihiro, and Ruruga are all having some fantastic s'mores juzo. Quark and Shuichi was enter a scrum debate with Kei, Monica, and Luna. Who's the best boy in Danganronpa? That's what they're arguing for. Mithrai questions his sanity. Venti gets a hold of my soundboard and plays something pretty good, plays something pretty cool, plays something absolutely glorious. Even though he avoided me pulling him every time that he's been on a banner, it's still glorious. I'm gonna get you one of these days, Venti. Fatogami, Nagisa, and Mew comment on what they find nice about each other to improve the mood. I believe only Leon perished today. That's nuts. As we proceed, it's day 4. Luna makes a poem for Nagisa. Mahiru rests in a tree. Venti RKO's Maki from out of nowhere, off of a cliff. Surprisingly, Venti survives. Izuru slams Monica through a table. Juzo and Ruruka look for more people to become friends with. Me and Mizuki, we actually go way back. That's all some mysteries of Mizuki. Shuichi and Kibo trade talents. Shuichi's now a robot and Kibo's now a detective. Mew receives medical supplies from a secret admirer. Mithrai places a bomb next to the river to explode fish. Mishima feels like a duck is watching him. Kai bleeds out due to untreated injuries. Kai, my boy. Fatsugami breaks down and starts weeping for an unknown reason. Quark tries to console him. Chihiro is exposed to Ranger's sensitivity aura, causing him to become more emotional. A realizer, rather. Would be the sensitivity aura. Jin makes a dirt statue. Kei knocks over the head, so Jin decapitates Kei and uses his head instead. He just wanted kisses, man. That's all he wanted. We only lost 4. 4 today. So after this, Claire de Lune 4. Leon. Maki. Kai. Kei. I believe, as we see everybody's statuses, we're down to 19. With Fatogami, the entirety of the Brainiacs, Healthcare's Luna, the entirety of the Power of God in anime, the Headmasters, the Selfless Saviors, Jin from the Headmasters, the entirety of the Selfless Saviors, just Ranger. These two rows are completely out, shockingly enough. The entirety of the Robotics Club. Just Chihiro for 2B-Me. Just now Mizuki for Hard Knock Life. Just Mahiru now for Home Run. Just Aiko's Kitchen's Veruca. Mew for Ara Ara. And Liar Liar Venti. We lost Kai, Leon, Maki, and who else? And K. Yeah, that's nuts. They were all people from teams who had 2 left. Which made sense because we had a statistically high amount of teams of 2 left. We'll proceed though, as we go on. We have not had an arena event or the face. I feel like we haven't had an arena event in a hot minute. Actually we did, but it was like right at the end. As Night 4 begins. Ruka loves Mew as much as Maki loves Kokichi. There's a lot of disdain there. Monika's about to dive, but Mitarai's like, no, that didn't count. Chihiro's unknown sponsor is Kibo. Jin stabs Ranger with a tree branch. I was low-key rooting for Ranger. Mizuki and Shuichi create their own secret code language so they can communicate safely without any unwanted eavesdroppers listening in. Mahiru sets up game for the night. Luna ships Venti and Mishima. Venti and Mishima are incredibly uncomfortable. I can imagine why. Togami questions his sanity. Quark also charges his ultimate move. Oh, Juzo and Azura have a pose off. Juzo actually wins. This is Juzo's second pose off. He's learned from Mizuki. He's like, I know where I went wrong. Between Juzo and Mizuki, they must have another pose off. Nagisa swaps Avi's pancakes for waffles. Boy. You're doomed. Loki, if he made the if he made the pancake championship match, I would have begrudgingly I would have taken him off. I think I really would have. We'll proceed though to day 5. Juzo, Kibo, Venti, and Jin make up the Alpha team. Juzo is the confident yet dorky leader. Kibo is the explosive expert who doesn't think before he speaks. Venti is the transportation expert who thinks he knows better. And Jin is the sharpshooter that thinks sarcasm is a personality trait. Shockingly enough, I think that almost works pretty well for everyone. Yeah, Venti's good at transportation. Kibo's good at exploding things. Juzo's pretty confident. And Jin is probably a sharpshooter, I won't lie. Quark buys AV merchandise from AV's Wares and Despairs, and Luna, as an employee of AV's Wares and Despairs, prepares for that inevitable shopping raid. It's gonna happen one of these days. Chihiro offers to sell his friendship to Haruka. Tatsugami freaks out completely upon still freaking out about dogs playing poker. Wasn't it Togami earlier today too? Mew, Mahiru, and Mishima come up with a complicated escape plan. Zuru steps on a Lego brick wall barefoot but shrugs off the pain. Mizuki sets up an ice cream shack. Mitarai comes and buys some. It tastes alright, but something's off. Turns out it was coated with poison and Mitarai dies. Mitarai, it's not your day. But Azuru could still win for the team. Shuichi and Monica build a shelter together, but both of them have conflicting ideas on interior design. We'll proceed now to fallen tributes. Another 3 are gone, and now we're down to 16. It's a slow grind now. I told you. This is the simulator. It's a toss-up between going extremely fast or a slow grind. But it's a Clarity Loom 4. Ranger, Nagisa, Mitarai. And once again, I do believe Devious Disguises are out, but the Brainiacs are down to 1 Quark, and all the way down here, who else? Wait, what? Who else got out? Mitarai, that's right. Mitarai, the Power of God anime, still has a 0. We still have Shrouded in Mystery, Fatogami. Brainiacs, Quark. Healthcare, Luna. Power of God anime is Zuru. Headmasters, Jin. All of the Selfless Saviors. All of the Robotics Club. 2B-Me's Chihiro. Pro Tag Team Shuichi. Hard Knock Life Mizuki. Home Run Mahiru. Haruka from Aiko's Kitchen. Ara Ara Mew. And Liar Liar Venti. Everyone after 2B-Me still holding on tough with 1 person. That's kind of wild. the ending lot. But we'll proceed. There's still 16 left, right? We'll just double check that. Yes, 16 are left. But only 1 or 2, who knows how many could win if I'm being completely honest, but we'll proceed to see what unfolds as night 5 begins. Mew eats a sandwich to fully restore her health. Venti is unable to start a fire and sleeps without warmth. Monica and Mishima both die in Monokuma's test. That is both of the teams with 2 left, losing one of their players. It is now a full-on 1v1 as Mizuki spent all of her perks maxing out luck. The Zuru gets infected with a despair disease. Zuru starts insulting everyone who passes them by relentlessly. Quark stood in the ash of a trillion dead souls and asked the ghost of honor matters. Silence. was their answer. Juzo spends all of his perks as well maxing out luck. He's really learning from Mizuki. These two have had an interesting game together so far. Mahiru and Jin fight Shuichi and Maruko. Shuichi and Maruko survive, which means Mahiru and Jin have both been eliminated. Kibo, stop being selfish. Stop being selfish. Your partner's gone. You gotta stop being selfish. Luna stands outside of Chihiro's camp. Luna's trick-or-treating because they still think it's Halloween, but that's fine because the arena is in October now. Fatsugami is plagued by a recurring nightmare. We have to go to the feast. Never mind. I was going to say we have to go to Day 6, but that's not the case because the cornucopia is replenished with food, weapons, memoirs from the tribute's families. Fatsugami sobs while gripping a photo of his friends and family. Kibo sets Maruko on fire with a Molotov. Rest in peace to Aiko's kitchen court. Digs a tunnel, digs a tunnel to beneath the arena and steals the items without being seen. Shuichi tries to convince Mizuki that their steamed hams are homemade. Mizuki doesn't buy it, so Shuichi kills Mizuki. Oh no! That is a shame as Chihiro, Venti, and Juzo track down and kill Mew. They were like, not again, Mew, not today. Luna severely injures Azuru but puts him out of his misery. Not today, Azuru, for the power of God in anime either. We're dwindling now. We're dwindling. We're definitely in your top 10, especially as we proceed to Day 6. Juzo receives a gift from a secret admirer. It's a box of chocolates. Luna says something wrong and Togami calls her a foolish fool. Shuichi, Kibo, and Core get chased by a rampaging Chihiro, and Venti questions his sanity. We're down to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. As we proceed, we lost 8. Half of the people gone, half of the people remain. So after this, Claire de Lune, 4. Monica, Mishima, Mahiru, Jin, Ruruka, Mizuki, Mew, Izuru. Where's your final 8? As I said earlier, there are no teams that are completely in anymore. And I don't think any of these teams are on the bracket already, except for Shrouded in Mystery. They're the only team that can earn you guys a fan vote. But more importantly, you might need some new picks. We had a lot of teams today. I let you guys pick a couple of teams, and now there's a lot of teams out. It's your final 8. 8 teams remain. And I do believe you might want to make a couple new picks. I know I might want to make a couple new picks, because it's time for your Saving Grace picks. Let me tell you, Shrouded in Mystery with Fatsugami still in. The Brainiacs still have Quark. Healthcare still has Luna. As we scroll down, the Selfless Savior still have Juzo with 2 KOs. The Robotics Club still remains with Kibo with 1 KO. 2B Me has Chihiro, going strong. The Pro Tag Team with Shuichi still has 3 KOs to his name. Could he get more? And lastly is Venti from Liar Liar. This is an interesting lineup. 2 teams that were former champs in the past 2 seasons. In fact, the Brainiacs walked in as champs. No, they didn't. They walked into the finale of last season as champs. Then they lost to Ultra Despair Girls. Shrouded in Mystery started the season as champs. Luna was one of my picks, so I gotta pick her again. But before I make my pick, you make yours in the comments below. Like your comment, edit your comment, like and subscribe to the channel. Like the video, subscribe. Do just that. Do just that. And then make your Saving Grace picks known in the comments. Do what you gotta do. Because I'm gonna make mine right here. Like this. Luna for first. Picked her early on. I think she's coming back for it. Give me Venti for second. Because I like Liar Liar. I think it's an incredible name, and it's an incredible combination. Give me Liar Liar for second, and give me Shuichi for third. Because Shuichi doesn't usually have too much luck in these games. In fact, I'm pretty sure Shuichi's already in the tag team Retribution match. Correct? Yeah, correct. I don't even really need to check. I remember him getting second. It's a shame for him. Can he get the win today and leave the tag team Retribution match is the big question. I don't know. But it's your final 8. I've made my picks. I got Venti. Oh, I've got Luna, then Venti, then Shuichi. Will it happen? I don't know. But I will say that Fatsugami, Quark, Luna, Juzo, Kibo, Chihiro, Shuichi, and Venti have steeled themselves. All checking their pulse. They got their fingertips right there, and they're like, They counted after a couple like 60 seconds or something like that, and they're like, oh, that's the same, as I look down this chart, the same rate as not a warrior woman, not a ninja woman, oh yes, not a pirate woman, it's actually a samurai woman. Are you ready? Let's go on. And I think it's worth mentioning, Jiro won that first Pi Day episode, became the ultimate. This is casual Pi Day, but Jiro's still here. Let's see what happens as we proceed to Night 6. Togami and Venti vow to protect each other. Luna attacks Quark with the legacy of her bloodline. Her bloodline wasn't strong enough, allowing Quark to retaliate and kill Luna. Those are my picks. You hate to see it. Shuichi finds a big red button, presses it immediately as if he had a death wish. Much to his disappointment, the button does nothing. Juzo spent all of his perk points maxing out luck. Kibo questions his sanity, and Chiro tries to stay awake all night to catch the mastermind, but falls asleep. We'll proceed. We're down to 7. And it's day 7. Shuichi wakes up dead. It's my pick. It's one of my picks. Venti receives a bottle of poison from an unknown sponsor. Fatogami goes on a serial balloon popping spree. Pop 'em all, Togami. Pop 'em all. Juzo's trap kills Kibo. Quark receives a gift from a secret admirer. It's a sword, and Chihiro dies from thirst. We actually lost half of the people? Yeah, 4 of the 8. Ladies and gentlemen, as we calm this down, we lost 4. 4 good souls. It's a terrible turnabout for Luna, Shuichi, Kibo, Chihiro. And as we see everybody's statuses, it's your final 4. It could be Fatogami for the fan vote. The Brainiac's trying to come back with Quark. Juzo for the selfless saviors needs himself some love. Juzo needs himself some love. And of course, scrolling down, Venti from Liar Liar trying to get himself also off of the tag team Retribution match. Who will it be? I don't know. But it's your final 4, and you know what we're changing to within your final 4. Fatogami, Quark, Juzo, and Venti. All kind of what we like to call a crisis of fate. Let's see what unfolds. No arena events. We'll proceed again. It's night 7. Quark sets down. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. It's the final 2. Quark sets up an outdoor generator, space heater, and floodlights. Fatogami pays Juzo to kill him medieval style via the rats, and Venti dies from an infection. So I believe the 2 that go on will be not Venti, not Fatogami, whoever died previously, and one of these 2 folk, because Juzo's not in. Yeah, it's one of these people. Whoever comes in second and the person who just previously died. I guess I could go and check that right now, but we're not gonna check that right now. Instead, I gotta ask you something more important. I have to ask you first of all, who will it be? Quark? Juzo. Now I said one of these 2 will definitely get onto the Retribution match, but there's a chance that they could both win, so I backtracked just a smidgen. But I will instead ask, will it be Quark or will it be Juzo? Quark. Former champion. Didn't get to hold it for too long, has been waiting for another opportunity, and this opportunity could be his today. Juzo. Hasn't had much opportunity. But when opportunity knocks, Juzo might answer today. For his team, could it be Juzo? For Keiji, and for Mishima. Could it be Quark? For Nagisa, former tag team champions. Juzo, Quark. Quark, Juzo. One will win. Or both. Who will win? Let's find out. Let's proceed. We won't dilly. We won't doubt. Because between Quark and Juzo, the winner is evident. And the winner is Juzo, as he repeatedly stabs Quark to death with sighs. That is a shame for the former tag team champion Quark. However, it does feel mighty good to say, after this terrible turnabout, for Fat Togami, Venti, Cork. You don't love to see these three go down, but you do kind of love to see what we're about to see next. We can see everybody's statuses, but we don't need to. With 5 KOs to his name, one man stands tall. And that man is your winner. Representing the selfless saviors. Mishima couldn't make it here with him. Keiji was watching from the sidelines, but this boxer knocked this one out. In the 8th round, you might say, your winner is Juzo from the Selfless Saviors. I can't lie, I love to see this. Juzo, you got it. I can't quite remember if you've gotten a win or not before, but if you have, you've only gotten one. I think he made a bracket through secret achievement, not through winning. In which case, I'm proud of you, Juzo. You got yours. We'll proceed. And he did it in style. KOs 5 to his name. And with that, you can bring up the tag team bracket. Juzo is on top of the world with Mishima and with Keiji. Your turn to die, good boys. And if we go on to the tag team Retribution match, there is the good boy, Cork. And going further and further down, I think you can see that it was just 2. It was just 2. And because Venti was already on the bracket, Fat Togami is already on the winner's bracket, Chihiro's already on this tag team Retribution bracket, but you know who wasn't in 6th place? The legend. It's Kibo. Kibo is now joining Retribution for the Robotics Club, joining Kazuichi. They might stand a chance to win the whole thing. But if we keep on going, Shuichi has 7th, Luna in 8th. You hate to see it. I picked her, I thought it was her day. Azuru in 9th, and Mew rounding off your top 10. If only we rolled higher than a 2. You do hate to see that. But you do love to see Juzo taking the win. I do love that. We can continue scrolling down, and down, and down, and keep going down, and keep going down, all the way to 62nd place. I didn't realize we had 62 people. We had a ton, but it all started with So perishing very early. We had a fun day. We had a very fun game. We had a fun game as we proceed. It all started with Chihiro taking out So while the lights were out. And it all ended with a couple stabs to the good boy. Cork died. And Juzo won. We'll proceed once again. Juzo with 5, Cannon with 3, Ruka with 3, Shuichi with 3, Tinko with 3, Venti with 3, everyone else with 2 or less. The Selfless Saviors took the top spot, the Brainiacs in 2nd, Liar Liar 3rd, Shrouded in Mystery 4th, 2B Me 5th, Robotics Club 6th, Pro Tag Team 7th, Healthcare 8th, The Power of God and Anime 9th, and Ara Ara knocking out your top 10. Another week gone. Another week closer to the Retribution match as we go back to the Reaping. This is fun. A lot of the early game of this one, I don't know why, it was just a lot of fun. I just had a lot of fun with this one. And tomorrow is going to be more fun. I promise you. It's Orteal. Totally normal. Promise. This is United States Aviator, Toon Link Dave, Ulysses, Anomaly, the Anomalakaris, and your United States Aviator taking off. Stay classy. Thanks for watching. Stay safe. And toodaloo, Flight Crew. Until tomorrow. And until Sunday's OC action. Christmas in July. Toodaloo, Flight Crew. Thanks for watching.